Emotional maturity is the number one characteristic of productive and fulfilling relationships in life. Emotional maturity is not something you automatically grow into as you age. You don't instantly become emotionally mature when you turn 18 and society labels you an adult. Nor do you magically become emotionally mature when you get your first job, get married, have a kid, or retire. Unlike physical maturity, which happens more or less automatically, emotional maturity is largely learned, practiced, and reinforced. Here are the 8 signs you are emotionally matured. Number 1. Flexible in their thinking. You stop blaming other people for how they're treating you and instead understand that they probably have their own fears and anxieties driving what they do. You understand that many people around you insist that the behavior of others is based on nastiness, idiocy, and negativity. You realize that the behavior of others is not so simple and a great deal more complex. Emotionally mature adults have relatively stable emotional lives. People with higher levels of emotional maturity have developed the mindset that believes while thoughts can initially be quite automatic and outside our control, it's always possible to become more aware of them and modify them. Number 2. You can admit that you don't have all the answers. You can get things wrong from time to time, and you realize that if you've been wrong before, you may be wrong again. The phrase, "I don't know," is something you use more often. Rather than running away from this phrase, it paradoxically brings you a sense of calm. Number 3. You can put yourself in others' shoes. If you are looking for someone to be in a relationship with, make empathy high on your checklist of what you want in a partner. Someone's ability to put themselves in someone else's shoes means that they can position themselves in different situations, understand a variety of challenges, and get along with people during difficult times. Empathy doesn't mean that they are weak-willed, but it does mean that they can show up and be open to the people around them and support someone in a meaningful way. Definitely a trait you want in a partner. Number 4. They can admit when they are wrong. Wondering if someone has strong emotional maturity? Ask yourself this question: can they admit when they are wrong? If they fight you tooth and nail on whether or not they are in the right, then they are not expressing emotional maturity. People who need to be right often come with more emotional baggage that can drag a relationship down. What we often don't realize is that people who have a desire to be right all the time don't actually care if they are right. They just want other people to believe their point of view. It's a power thing. Number 5. They ask for help when they need it. Emotional maturity means you can recognize when you are out of your element and you need help. This may come very easily to you, especially if you are able to admit when you are wrong or you are able to be vulnerable around other people. But for those who do not have a fully developed emotional maturity, asking for help can be a sign of weakness. Number 6. You stop living your life based on the expectations of others. You start to develop a vision for yourself that comes from within. You understand that others have expectations of you. Often it's because they want you to live a good life. But you know that the best thing you can do for them, and for you, is to live a life true to your own values, even if that means doing things people around you don't expect you to do. Number 7. You become comfortable in your own skin. You don't feel the need to look any different than how you look. You don't want to be more intelligent than how smart you already are. You don't want to have a different personality than the one you've got. You celebrate what makes you you, while appreciating people for who they are as well. Number 8. They can show the world they are vulnerable. Vulnerability is the last frontier for humans. We are all struggling to show the world we are not perfect, at a time when everyone expects everyone else to be perfect based on social media profiles and picture-picture selfies. We are afraid to show the world who we really are. Vulnerability is a sign of emotional maturity that tells you whether or not someone can handle being in a relationship, being honest, being open, and being real. Being vulnerable allows you to communicate more honestly and more clearly express your own needs. Hope you enjoy the video. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.